everybody, it's me, Kristen. Just thought I'd make a little update video. So, you guys have probably heard that in the US, they overturned Roe v. Wade, so that is quite upsetting. Um, I mean, where do you start with that? And then, you know, some justices who I will not name want to, look at overturning other things, like gay marriage, contraceptives, privacy in the bedroom. I mean, just absurdities of yeah. So I heard there's people were rushing to get Plan B over the counter contraceptives, but just FYI, in case you're a fat person, Plan B doesn't work really as well for fat people. So I think it was if you're over 165 pounds or something, it's not very good. So that's kind of ridiculous. But fat people aren't really included in medical studies a lot of times. So that's par for the course. Let's see. I'm doing pretty well. Aside from the terrible news. Oh, looks like I got something on my computer. Terrible news in the U.S. I don't understand why people are pro-life. It's not really life that they're pro. They're just pro-birthing or something. It's I mean, okay, I understand if people have this belief that life begins at conception. It's kind of a weird belief, but you shouldn't really be forcing your belief onto other people, because abortion is a medical procedure that people should be allowed to get, and it's it just is why do I want legislative bodies and people and judges and all those people involved in my healthcare? Not really, no. In my healthcare decisions. So I mean, while I am pro universal healthcare, because I think everybody should have healthcare, I don't really think that that government officials should be dictating what my healthcare services are like. For example, I just got a little while ago. I made a video about it. I got a D&C surgery because my uterine lining was overgrown. Had absolutely nothing to do with abortion or I wasn't pregnant. I wasn't even close to pregnant. It was just a uterine lining overgrowth. But in some places, I'm sure that D&C surgery will not be allowed now, and it could even be criminalized. But it's impacting the health of the person, because it was so awful. I was having periods that were super long and super the flow was really heavy, and I couldn't even go out of the house, and it was really bad. So it's just it's a medical issue, and those should be taken care of between the medical provider and the person, not people dictating. So it's really unfortunate. I wasn't surprised. I'm not surprised by anything in this country anymore. But I know the pro-life people. I even hate that term, because it's not pro-life. It's pro-birthing, pro-forced birth. Basically. So I know they're probably celebrating, but I mean, I actually had this friend from junior high, and she was a good friend of mine, and I lost contact with her over the years. And then I found her on Facebook, and I became friends with her. And then I found out that she was like standing outside of abortion clinics with her children, like screaming at people who were going to get abortions or just going to get services at the abortion clinic. And I'm just like, ugh, that is like so disgusting that I just like, I can't deal with that. I'm sorry that I don't know what has happened in that person's life to make them think that that's something that's appropriate to do. But yeah, I'm like, that's really not appropriate. Not something you should be teaching your children either. But yeah. So luckily I live in a state that is like very much doesn't have one of these trigger laws, which the trigger laws are basically like once Roe v. Wade is overturned, which it has been, then these trigger laws come into effect like almost immediately. Sometimes immediately, sometimes it takes like 30 days. But anyway, so my state does not have those trigger laws. But some states do, where they like either they usually like eliminate access to abortions, make it illegal, and also in some cases they criminalize people who get abortions. There are different ways that they are criminalized, but sometimes they criminalize things to the effect that if you're caught helping someone get an abortion in another state, they'll criminalize you. Things like that. It's really absurd. But I know that in many states, abortion has been like almost essentially eliminated anyway because of all the strict laws that they have in place. Like, they'll restrict the availability of abortion to the point where it's like not even available anymore. So it doesn't come as a surprise or anything, but it is troubling. And like, I know in some states they'd like do things like, okay, if you want to get an abortion, you have to have an ultrasound and listen to the baby's heartbeat and sign a paper knowing that you listened to the baby's heartbeat and verify that you did that and blah, blah, blah. All this stuff meant to deter you from getting an abortion. So, and the laws about you can't get it after a certain number of weeks. There are those kind of laws too. Now, some people say, well, why would you get an abortion after, 15 weeks or something? Well, some people don't know that they are pregnant, not everybody has consistent periods. So, a person might not know that they're pregnant, or, they might just think, oh, I missed a period or something, or whatever. It's not, it's just like it happens. And then some people want abortions, just because they have decided they don't want a child, which is fine, But there are some people who desperately want children, who have learned late in their pregnancy that their fetus is no longer viable, that something has happened, maybe the heartbeat has stopped or something, and they need to, get rid of the dead fetus. And that's considered abortion in some places. So, just like, do you want to carry around a dead fetus in your uterus, risking your own life just because some lawmaker has said, well, you can't have an abortion? These kinds of things happen. My computer's going off. And like, I mean, some people do think that women are put on this earth to be incubators, but I mean, I really don't believe that, so yeah. But things can happen late term in pregnancies that cause women to be in danger of, like, losing their own lives, losing the lives of the child. You know, many times these children are wanted, but they just can't, you know, something happens, like the baby's brain isn't made or something, you know, like, things happen. And I don't know why people who have any, like, understanding of how things can go wrong in biology could be pro forced birth. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Now, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I don't know. Like, because I say I live in a state that is, like, has abortion services. It's not illegal. But there are some people who are pushing now to make it completely illegal throughout the whole country. Hello, Mike Pence. They want to make a law that will make abortion illegal in every state. When, okay, they were like, oh, we just want it up to the states, you know. And then now they're all like, yeah, let's make it legal everywhere. So, you know, they're not going to stop. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's really troubling. People already have barriers to healthcare, and we don't need more barriers to healthcare. I don't know what to say. It's just like, we knew it was coming. People have been fighting for this for years and years and years, and it has been close to being overturned before. And now, you know, what's next? People want to go after gay rights or, like, contraception, like, which makes absolutely no sense. But, like, some people actually believe that, like, contraception is a form of abortion. You know, which is like, okay, that makes no sense. But, like, I think a lot of these people need biology lessons. Maybe? I don't know. Like, they're clearly not educated in biology. So, yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd make that update on the state of America. I hope you all are doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.